There's a controversy brewing in San Francisco right now that could have chilling impacts in other cities. The district attorney accuses the police department of using DNA from old rape kits to search for and identify possible suspects in unrelated cases. The DA spoke to our Yodit Tuoldi last night.
We don't know how many labs are doing this. We've heard of at least one other lab in Massachusetts that was doing a similar practice, maintaining an internal database of DNA from sexual assault survivors and then testing future crime DNA against that database. It's offensive, and it is not what victims agree to when they courageously come forward and submit their bodies to examinations so that we can hold their abusers accountable. There is nothing more important to me and to my office than public safety, than supporting survivors of crime, and eliminating barriers to victims coming forward and reporting.
Some say this practice is treating these women and men like evidence, not people who have been assaulted and looking to the police for protection. Ameshia Cross, BNC political analyst, she's got a lot to say about this, and she joins us right now. So they're using DNA kits from sexual assault survivors and using that DNA against those people to try and convict people in other cases out there. Ameshia, this is sickening. It's already traumatic, as we know. Rape is dehumanizing. One case, a woman says police used her old rape kit to arrest her as a suspect in a property crime. That charge was subsequently dropped. But could this keep other assault victims from coming forward?
It absolutely could, Mike. And it's not just this. We already know that when it comes to assault victims, the majority of people who are sexually assaulted do not report those crimes to the police at all because of fear of basically reliving that moment. Because we know that over 100,000 rape kits go untested in this country annually, because we know that women are often not believed when they report. There is no trauma-informed care that is provided within the police department, or even someone who is even trained to ask those questions and ask them with a level of sensitivity for these women. So the majority do not report. But to your point, utilizing rape kits in this way, again, not testing them to find out who the rapist was and actually catch this criminal, but utilizing them for potentially other future crimes is extremely dangerous. It's a violation of civil rights. It's also a violation of search and seizure. So there are a lot of constitutional issues around this as well.
We're going to get into that in just a second there, the legalese about this whole situation. But unfortunately, like it is in a lot of cases when it comes to issues in this nation, sexual assault impacts a greater number of minority women and members of the LGBTQ plus community. So once again, they're already kind of hesitant when it comes to coming forward. How do you think this is going to affect that community in particular?
Absolutely. As someone who's been a victim of sexual assault who also did not report, I think that what we're dealing with here is an issue that many Black people face on a regular basis, not necessarily trusting the system to do right by us. 1 in 4 Blacks will be sexually assaulted in their lifetimes. For young people, specifically girls, before the age of 18, that number can be up to 1 in 2 nationally. We know that sexual abuse and sexual assault happens a lot more prominently within the African American community. And those cases are typically not taken seriously. They're typically misunderstood or mismanaged in many cases because it is a friend violence. It is someone who was known by the family, or it's somebody who was known by the victim, or it's, mom's boyfriend, those types of situations. And I think that this type of just utilizing these test kits in a way that does not only disrespect the victim, but also in the grander scheme, it pushes people to not want to even go through the process. Again, they're already fearful, they're already untrusting of the system. They don't want to be demonized or, unhumanized again. And just seeing this down the pipe and knowing that we have absolutely no idea how many jurisdictions are utilizing these rape kits for things other than solving the rape is actually happening on a daily basis. This is one time where someone got caught, but we have no absolute idea how many times these kits are used for something that, quite frankly, has nothing to do with the case at hand.
Ameshia, how is this possible? How is this even legal? You mentioned the Constitution, and I'm looking here, and it says the DA wants lawmakers to draft legislation to stop this practice altogether. How is this even possible? We understand that law enforcement will do whatever it takes to get DNA by, you know, somebody can spit out some gum, somebody could drink out of a coffee cup and they'll grab that and they'll use that as evidence. But when it comes to this situation, how is this legal?
Unscrupulous officers and unscrupulous departments do a lot of things with DNA that they probably shouldn't. We've seen a case like this that was not thrown out as it relates to some of the DNA that has been brought by some of the Ancestry.com and those types of sites, where there have been long-ranging cases that have been solved due to someone using DNA from a family member that was also on that tree branch, a second, third cousin, something like that, to find someone who committed a high-level crime. What we have not seen is it be directly linked to an actual perpetrator of violence, and we haven't seen, or at least it hasn't been bubbled up in cases of rape. Again, these rape kits are highly untested in general for the actual crimes committed, and to have states now take it upon themselves to basically try to push legislative action to get more expeditious testing of these kits, I support. What I do not feel is helpful is utilizing these kits for the idea of future criminality, because it will push more women to not report, and we already have an issue of that happening.
Yeah, all right, so what can we do? How can we make sure that this doesn't happen? Because like you said, it's been happening for a while. Who knows how many cases they've used it for? How can we stop this from happening? Is there legislation we need to push towards our congressmen, our politicians? What needs to be done here?
We need to definitely look at the state and local level. You and I have talked about this before. I think that it's a misnomer that everything needs to be done at the federal level. We need to look at the state and local level, specifically around some of these jurisdictions and county prosecutors' offices as well, so that these kits will first and foremost be tested, because the backlog is way too high. But in addition to that, making sure that these test kits are safe and protected and are not used for something that is not related to the rape instance at hand.
And like you said, we don't want to do things to deter these young women and men to come out and not report these rapes because they don't trust law enforcement. Ameshia Cross, thank you for your insight. Thank you for your opinions and feeling so strongly and so passionate about this. People like you will help get these types of laws passed so that we can protect rape victims all around this nation. Appreciate you.
Thanks for having me.